Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Bet, our How to Bet podcast, where we're going to tell you how to bet, where to bet it, and who to bet on. I'm Daryl Sean, along with Sean the Genius Miller. I've, as you can tell, on remote. Sean Miller, a great week last week. I wish I could say the same about me, but I can't. But Sean Miller nailed that three-team parlay power play last week.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go is right. So he did well. I know that we saw some response at howtobettit.com on YouTube. You watching on YouTube, leave the comments. We saw many comments that we gave you winners last week, and of course we give out merch. And we want to thank you for watching here because we know you have a trillion choices. So we do appreciate that. And again, keep those comments coming. We'll get you merch if you want merch. Ask us for merch. And again, keep those comments coming. We appreciate it. And I know a lot of happy people out there because we made them money.
Yeah, how about our guy Angel O? He got some merch. Angel, your merch is on the way, by the way. Week 7 was good for me. He won $240 at his job's weekly pick'em, and he hit 3 parlays.
Beautiful.
All right,
beautiful.
Angel O, there you go, man.
Angel O, and we are happy for him, and we'll keep it going for you and everybody else that wants to take part. Remember, bet with your head, not with your heart. Don't go over your means. People do it for entertainment. Other people do it to make money, and you can do both. But don't go over your means. And if you think you have a gambling problem, then there is help out there. Reach out, and one of the places is 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's get right into it, Sean. Again, a big week this week for you. I did okay, but I didn't do great. Again, you nailed that parlay in our parlay power play of the week. So we appreciate that out of you. And as you know, we've given out college football picks. I was happy I had Michigan State last week. It looked pretty hairy at the time, but it was a heck of a game and a heck of a finish for the Spartans. So let's try to get into college football again this week, try to give you some winners. Let's see. Let's go out first. There's an SEC game. Alabama had the week off last week. They are home against LSU, and I don't remember the last time, if ever, that Alabama over LSU, a 28.5 point favorite at home against an LSU team that is reeling. Also, the total in this line showing 64.5.
Yeah, it's, I was on doing a little promotion for Buy the Book Bets last night on Monumental Sports Network, talking about these games, and I was talking about the time. I remember watching a Saturday night game in LSU, and there was one of the buildings was on fire before, and they're burning stuff in the background, and it's always crazy in Death Valley. But this LSU team's playing out the string. The coach is a lame duck coach, not playing. Alabama's going to be up supposedly when these things come out today. They might be up all the way up to 2 in the rankings. When the first college football playoff rankings come out. So obviously have to win big, and I think they're going to go out there and make a statement. And I'll probably bet them down to 28, but I think they cover here.
Yeah, it's 28.5. Even at 28, that's a lot of a 4-touchdown favorite over LSU. I'm going to take LSU because Alabama, as good as they are offensively, they are not great defensively. And that's why I don't like to give up 4 touchdowns here. So I'll take Alabama, or I'll take LSU in this one with the points. I think it's going to be right around that number, but I'm not going to lay the 20. I'm going to take the dog in this one. Another matchup, this one, the spread, the line a lot lower. Texas A&M at home, 3.5 point favorite over Auburn. It's neither one of these teams are going to win a national championship, but this is a pretty big game. So I'll go first on this one. I'm going to take. Oh my God! I'm going to take Texas A&M in this
one. I think the minus 3.5. I think this is a close game. Either way, I'd probably bet it down to -3. I'm going to take Texas A&M. I'll bet it down to -3. But at home, both these teams are 6-2, and both have a chance here to get to 7-2 and really. They're not going to be in the playoff, obviously. But if Texas A&M gets to 10-2, 11-2, maybe get into a bowl, one of the big bowl games, I could see that happening. So I'm going to go with Texas A&M at home here.
All right, then let's go to the Pac-12, a conference I know you love and you follow very closely. The Trojans of USC at Arizona State. Arizona State's an 8.5-point favorite. That is a Herm Edwards team. A little disappointing this year are the Sun Devils, but who do you like in this one?
Yeah, USC is a disaster right now. I'm going to take Arizona State -8.5. If it gets down even, if it gets closer to -7, even better before the game. But USC is a mess. I don't know who's going to take over that program at this point. Whether it's your guy from Penn State or somebody else. I just think it's Arizona State in this game.
I don't know how James Franklin became my guy, but US, yeah, it could happen. But I'm going to go with Arizona State as well, minus the 8.5 in this one. And then finally, a Big Ten game, spread a little confusing here. Michigan State just 2.5-point favorite at Purdue. Now, the only thing I could think of on this line, Sean, is that the bookmakers believe that game was that emotional and took that much out of Michigan State, where they come into Purdue and throw out a flop. So they are just -2.5 at Purdue. Purdue, disappointing season for them. I like the Spartans in this one. I mean, if you overthink it, I guess you would take Purdue. But, and I think the bookmakers could be right. It could be a letdown, emotional letdown for the Spartans after that big win at Michigan State, or at Michigan, over Michigan at Michigan State. But I'm going to still stick. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to stick with Michigan State here, minus the 2.5.
I think there's two things. Purdue beat Iowa when Iowa was number 2. So Purdue definitely has it in them to win a game like this. And obviously, once again, Michigan State, just huge emotional win over Michigan. I think, if Michigan State here, has a chance to get into this playoff,
yes.
They're in the spot right now where obviously if they went out, maybe, even at this point, maybe if they even lose one game, I'm not sure one loss will get them in. But, if they go out and consolidate their ranking here with a win against Purdue, I think they're in pretty good shape to get into a big-time bowl game at minimum, and then, maybe the championship. So, I'm going to take the Spartans here. You're giving me, under a field goal against Purdue. They're a better team. I don't know if they're going to, have a little bit of a letdown. I can't imagine they will. Now knowing that if they win out, they're gonna be in the championship in the playoff. So I'm gonna take Michigan State.
I mean, we've certainly seen teams in the past have that letdown and then lose a game. Look in the NFL, Cincinnati beats Baltimore in a huge game for them, and then next week they lose to the Jets and pretty much wipes away the win against the Ravens for them. So it can happen. We've seen it happen many times. So in this one, I just think Mel Tucker's doing such a great job. He's got them focused. I think maybe they start out a little slow in this one, but they are in the hunt for a national championship at this point. So hopefully, if you're a Spartan fan, your team keeps on rolling here and doesn't have that letdown. So we agree with Michigan State. Remember, you're watching us on YouTube. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. Do it all for us. Hit it twice. Leave comments in the comments section. Leave us feedback, whether you like what we're doing, whether you don't like what we're doing. Again, and ask for merch. We'll get it out to you. And then all go down. All the links are linked in the description box below. You have stories from Sean, the Genius Mill. You have the previews, odds, exclusive offers. You want injury updates. You want COVID updates. There's a lot going on.
That's right.
In college and the NFL. So get there early, get there often at howtobet.com. Go there now. And remember to follow us on our Twitter. I'm at FineLine33. He's at Prodigal Sean, SEAN. And, of course, you go to howtobet_.
Hey, Daryl, I got a couple bonus college games for the people watching as well. Some of the late night games here. I know people like those late night games to sometimes to kind of pile on the books and stuff like that. So I like Fresno State -5 at home against Boise State. That's a 7:00 game. Fresno State back in the rankings after a big win. Oregon -6.
That punter didn't do it for them, huh?
Yeah, no, it was a good game though. But he played well. But they pulled out a tight win. Oregon -6.5 over Washington. Oregon's still in the conversation a little bit, maybe, but they have to keep winning. And then I'm gonna the game. It's at 11:00 at night. San Diego State, who lost last week, has to go out to Hawaii now and has to win to get back in it. They're -7, so I'm gonna take San Diego State there as well.
All right. When we come back, picks. It's time for our parlay power plays of the week. Right after this.
Let's go.